Hello everyone, it's Elena and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be reacting to my grades for my second semester at my exchange university in Germany. At German universities, you usually take semester-long courses and they're all graded at the end of the semester. So it's not like Cambridge where you have year-long courses where you only receive your grade at the end of the academic year. So let's take a look at my grades from the second semester. Before we get into it, I just want to say, regardless of the grades that I'm getting, I'm really proud of myself for having pulled through the semester. Honestly, it was pretty tough for me, especially at the end. I've been in online learning due to the pandemic for over 1.5 years now, and honestly, my exchange year wasn't the best. I mean, I went to a new university, I basically just had online classes, and I didn't really meet any other students. I pretty much have no friends at my exchange university. It was a kind of lonely year, and it was just a bit sad to constantly just be in my room and study there. And I found it quite difficult in the end to still be motivated. So I'm just proud of myself for having pulled through and having done all my work and yeah, having done my best, even though it's probably not my best in a different situation. I do think I probably could have worked harder had I been in, a more normal environment, had I been able to go to the library, meet with students and stuff. But that just wasn't there, and I think for the circumstances, I've done my best. So regardless of what's going to be on that transcript, I am proud of myself. And I think a lot of people are probably struggling with online learning, and I think it's perfectly normal to do so, because we've all been in a difficult situation for a long time. And I know that I'm very privileged because I ended up being able to live with my family and stuff, but that doesn't mean that it was all like super easy this entire year. And I'm just hoping that the next year will be a bit better. The Faculty of Law at my exchange university actually uses 2 different grading scales, which is a bit confusing. But basically you have a point system. So that one goes from 0 to 18, with 18 being the best. And then you also have a normal grade system, which is from 1.0 to 5.0, and a 5.0 is really bad. So there you want the lowest number, the 1. It's a bit confusing, and my courses are graded on either scale. So we're going to start with the one course which was graded on the 18-point scale, and then we're going to look at the courses which were graded on this 1 to 5 scale. First up, we have a seminar. It was called European and Comparative Constitutional Law. We didn't have any classes or meetings there. You just submitted a topic, and if it was approved, then you could start writing your seminar paper. I think mine was about 25 to 30 pages, if I remember correctly. I wrote it before the semester even started and submitted it then, so I didn't have to work on it during the semester. And I ended up getting 17 points for that, and the course was worth 12 ECTS credits, in case anyone's interested. The credits just represent how much work you were meant to spend on the course, and you have to do at least 30 ECTS credits as an exchange student from Cambridge. 17 points for that on an 18-point scale is not bad at all, and I am really happy with that. I also really enjoyed writing the paper. I ended up writing about parliamentary sovereignty in the UK, which is one of my favorite topics in UK constitutional law. And I actually really liked, doing research on my own, and I think it was a really good preparation for writing my dissertation at Cambridge next year. From now onwards, everything is graded on this 1 to 5 scale, with 5 being the worst and 1 being the best. The first course we have is English for Law C2.2, and this was worth 8 ECTS credits, and this was largely a language course, but I picked it because of the topics that were on the syllabus. So this wasn't a course where you got a list of vocabulary that you had to study or something like that. Instead, they taught you about different legal topics, because it was about English for law, and the topics were, for example, the rule of law, Parliament in the United Kingdom, parliamentary sovereignty, stuff like that. And I was really interested in the topics that were on the syllabus, so that's why I ended up going for the course, and I ended up getting a 1.0 in it, which is also really good. Very, very happy about that. So yeah, so far this isn't bad at all. Next up, we have a course on the European Convention on Human Rights, and this one was worth 4 ECTS credits. I'm actually taking a human rights course at Cambridge as well, but that one is looking at a few other topics, but there's also some topics which are similar to the ones I did at Regensburg. And I think this one was probably a really good preparation for my Cambridge course. I really loved doing this course. It was a really well done online course, and I've had the teacher in the previous semester as well, and I just really like the courses that he's done because his teaching style is like really my vibe. You know, sometimes you just have teachers who teach in a style that just suits your learning style. And it was just the case here. And I ended up getting a 1.0 in it, which is something I'm really, really proud of because I've really struggled with writing the final exam. I actually vlogged that, and you guys might remember that I just had a feeling that there was something off about my answer, but I couldn't find what it was. But I ended up figuring out what I had done wrong and I fixed it. But that was kind of a roller coaster experience writing that exam because I was so scared that I wasn't gonna figure out what I did wrong. But I did manage in the end, so yeah, very happy about that 1.0. Next up, I did a course which was participation only, and it was worth 4 ECTS credits. And the German name is Konversationsübung Völkerrecht in deutscher Sprache. So to translate that, it was a discussion group on international law, but in German. And the reason I did that is because I love international law, but I can't really talk about it in German, because I've only ever been taught international law topics in English. And even at Regensburg, the international law course that I did was in English. And so you never learn the, jargon for international law in German, and that makes it really hard to talk about it. And I actually learned a lot from this discussion group, not just in terms of language, but also in terms of application of legal norms, because we always picked a case study and then we just applied the knowledge that we already had from international law to that case study, but we discussed it in German. And I think it really helped me to keep my international law knowledge kind of like, active in my mind to always do these case studies, and I actually really liked doing it as well. So this was a really good course for me. Next up, we have another human rights related course, and this one is called Transnational Human Rights Protection, and this one was worth 4 ECTS credits. This course was a little different than what I had expected because it turned out to be more general, so we weren't really focused on, looking in detail at human rights legislation, but rather we looked at different systems of human rights protection and tried to compare them more generally and look at what they are doing well, what they're not doing well, etc. But it actually was a good course, and I think I've learned to put the more detailed knowledge that I have of human rights law into like a broader context, which is really useful as well. And I ended up getting a 1.0 in this course as well. So far this is going really well, which, to be honest, I didn't really expect just from how I felt in this semester. Next up, we have another course which was participation only. It was worth 4 ECTS credits, and it was called Legal Practice in International Criminal Law. And what it actually was a moot court. So that's where law students like me pretend to already be lawyers and go to court and represent someone. And we did a moot court in international criminal law, so we pretended to be at the International Criminal Court, and I was on the defense team. I really enjoyed doing this. It was so much fun. And it was also the first time that I had to think about the more practical side of law. Like, you often learn the more theoretical arguments in law school, but then the side of actually practicing law is a bit different. But I really enjoyed doing it, and it was a really cool experience. We got to the second oral rounds and then we lost, but that's okay. It was my first ever moot and I had a lot of fun doing it. And lastly, we have Rechtsgeschichte, so legal history. If you remember my vlog of catching up on like 5 weeks of lectures, I think, in a day, that was that course. In all honesty, legal history wasn't my favorite. I actually liked it towards the end when we got to the more modern history, but I didn't really enjoy learning about like the Middle Ages and stuff. I do think it's interesting to know where the roots are, but it's just not my academic interests in the end. And for this, we had to write an exam at home. We had 2 days to write it, and it was basically a long essay, so it was like, I think 10 to 12 pages. And I ended up getting a 2.0 for this. It was worth 4 ECTS credits. I'm also really happy with that, especially because honestly legal history wasn't like my strong suit. I felt more comfortable in the other exams than I did in legal history. So I'm quite happy that it turned out okay. And I mean, at the end of the day, I did my best, and that's the most important thing. I ended up getting a total of 38 ECTS credits, so 8 more than I needed. It might actually turn into 9, because normally legal history should be 5 ECTS credits. For some reason it says 4 on here. I will check with my exchange university because I had a provisional transcript where it also said 39. So I might end up getting 39, but honestly, even if I don't get that 1 ECTS credit, like, who cares? I passed my semester, that's the most important thing. And that means I can return to Cambridge, do my 3rd year there, and if everything goes well there, your girl will have a law degree in a year, which is kind of crazy to think about. So yeah, that was my reaction to my grades. Thank you so much for following along during my exchange year, and my Cambridge vlogs will be returning very soon. Have a nice day. Bye!